Good morning and welcome to your daily morning horoscope for Tuesday, May 20th, 2025, Aries. There are days when a little humility can be good for you, and this might be one of these days. It's as if the planets are talking to you about sincerity and taking you far away from trappings of superficiality and popularity. The things that are important to you today are much deeper concepts of humanity and compassion. Taurus. Your fiery willpower can help you move mountains, but you already know that when it's combined with your legendary optimism, it's a powerful tool you just can't do without. Today, you will reap the rewards of your hard work over the last month in every aspect of your life. The fire that burns inside you and gives you your incredible determination has its limits, so don't misuse it. Gemini. Today could discourage even the most ardent of passions. Even if some people say you're a bit cold, know that there's this volcano burning underneath all that ice. Today you may once again find yourself at a distance from your feelings, as if you were regaining control over your emotions. Be careful about being too cynical about these things. Cancer. You should try to be tolerant of other people's social and political positions. You may have to deal with certain people whose personal plans are jeopardized by events beyond their control. Don't judge them. Don't immediately defend one viewpoint without thinking how the situation affects the other person's life. Leo. This is a day for doubt, for asking those hard questions that you need an answer to. If you like to mediate, think about spending a little more time at it today. You could learn a lot about yourself. You will see the whole palette of human emotions in other people, from joy to disappointment. Where do you fit in? Virgo. It may seem that you've been accumulating a lot of excess nervous tension and stress. Unfortunately, you won't be able to count on the people around you to make it any better. What your partner wants and what you want do not coincide. It could be time to think about re-energizing your relationship. How about planning a weekend away for just the two of you? Libra, you may feel physical and emotional tension today. Are you taking the time to care about your body? Has someone been putting a lot of pressure on you lately? Are you an emotionally satisfied person? The way you feel physically is a good indicator of your mental state. Try to go a little easier on yourself and you will see the immediate benefits. Scorpio. People love to be with you because you have such a natural charm, but today you may not be feeling especially charming or like talking to people. You may have a secret inside that's screaming to get out. If someone confides in you today, do you think you could confide in him or her too? You should get an answer to that question today. Sagittarius. Your partner may be all over you today. Are you in the mood to listen? Are you interested in some love? Probably not. You may have had a hard day and just want some quiet time alone. You aren't up to the demands your partner may make on you. You don't need to worry about it. It happens to everyone from time to time. Capricorn. You're often moved by emotion. You like situations that make you feel alive. Today your love life may give you just the kind of adventurous feeling. If that's the case, don't get so far into your emotions that it becomes too much for you. There is such a concept as too much of a good thing. So please, be careful. Aquarius. You're a helpful person, yet in your relationships you often seem to confuse help with parenting. You tend to do a lot of self-sacrificing. Today, you may learn how to say no when you feel your partner has gone beyond the limits of what you can give. If you do this, you may rediscover something essential you may have lost a long time ago. Pisces. Everyone needs to be loved, but it shouldn't be your only objective in life. It isn't the end of the world if your charms fall flat every once in a while. Today, you may be tempted to be a little less charming and seductive with the people around you. Some may even say you aren't acting like your usual self. Ignore them. A little self-indulgence now and then never hurt anyone. So please, do you. This has been your daily morning horoscope for Tuesday, May 20th, 2025. Do have yourself a great and wonderful day.
Hi and good morning. It's Tuesday, guys. How you doing? Oh, it's a beautiful and awesome day. Those rains has been doing us fine. I don't know about you. I'm not complaining. Well, we do feel for the persons who are in areas prone to flooding and landslide. We don't want anything hazardous to happen to you, but certainly, I mean, we welcome the rain for the farmers, for our crops, for our flowers. But anyways, that's for another show. We're gonna take in a full show on that in a minute. Let's see what our news department has, and we'll be back.
Good morning. St. Lucia's Prime Minister and Minister for Finance, Philip J. Pierce, says the country's growing investments and improving economy are a direct result of stability, smart fiscal management, and a people-centered governance. The Prime Minister addressed a number of key issues from border security to employment and debt repayment.
The economy is expanding, the investments is happening, because you must understand that St. Lucia had no new investments for a very long time, you know. And these things are fact, the verifiable fact, as I always say. There was no new investment in this country from 2016, 2017. There's been no new investment. So the economy was not expanding.
The Prime Minister reaffirmed that government performance, not promises, will define their path forward, and that critical measures like the suspension of the fuel tax strategy will remain in place indefinitely. Now, a call for compassion, inclusion and justice is going out as the world marked the International Day Against Homophobia, Transphobia and Biphobia. One local organization has reaffirmed its commitment to the LGBTQI community.
7th Harvard Pride, we did not, whilst we did not have any sort of input recognition, we decided to submit a press release just highlighting recognizing that LGBT persons do exist and deserve, just a rightful place in society.
Despite persistent stigma, both locally and globally, St. Rose says the community's demand for equal rights is not a rebellion against heterosexual norms, but a plea, rather, for basic human dignity. Language is proving to be a powerful tool in strengthening national security. This week, the Royal St. Lucia Police Force, the RSLPF, launched a Spanish language course to enhance communication with Spanish-speaking individuals encountered in the line of duty.
Well, the takeaway is for us to further communicate in Spanish to the point where we can elicit some Spanish interpreters within the Royal St. Lucia Police Force, and also where we could access training from Mexico and some of the other Spanish-speaking countries.
The program is also part of a broader training vision. Plans are underway to introduce other languages such as French, Arabic and Mandarin to ensure officers are globally prepared. A growing environmental and public health concern is once again plaguing St. Lucia's coastlines. The massive influx of sargassum seaweed has returned, bringing with it foul odors, disrupted tourism activity and potential health hazards for coastal communities.
This is not only a St. Lucia problem, but it's a problem in the region and many other parts of the world. It is cause for concern because it has implications on our tourism sector.
The minister says that a national plan is being developed to provide a short-term relief. Costing is underway and a formal proposal will soon be presented to the Cabinet of Ministers. That's your news summary. Thanks for watching. Good morning.
Oh my. Oh, thanks guys. Let's take a break. We're coming right back. About the month of May, we normally think about a lot about men's health. We think a lot about our men in our family. We're coming up to June. June is also Father's Day and all of that. And you know what? I think it's only fair that we dedicate one of our shows, to men, their health, the awareness of their health. If we have men who are encouraging, who's probably gone through something and wanted to let us know and let the other men know, it's important and it's vital. And this is from people who have experienced it. So take these words and take it seriously. Here's Midget. Midget has his own trials, and let's see if his story can help someone to take their life seriously. In a long time, I've been trying to get this man, pin him down. Well, actually, when he make himself available, I am not available. When I am available, he's not available. Luckily, we find the time now, just coming back from Martinique. This is Midget. And I don't know about you, but many of you may have known, connected with Midget on a lot of different areas. All right. Midget is no stranger to St. Lucia Public. And recently, we would have known, we would have seen things, flying above. Oh, we need assistance. We need to help. We need to make donations for medical care for this man right here, Midget. And when you heard the name, everybody stood at attention because we knew and we thought, no, whatever it is, we have to make sure that we are able to help in whatever way that we can. Midget, what's been going on? I mean, I am only now getting the opportunity to find out what really it is that, you've been dealing with.
Okay, thanks for the opportunity to share my thoughts with the nation, because I want it to be more like an educational one to sensitize the public, more so the male aspect of the public, of the cognizance of taking care of themselves and their health. In March of this year, I was had my problems with my respiratory problems, with my asthma and stuff like that. So I decided to go and see my doctor, Dr. Louisi. That guy, Cosmos Richardson, had just died. And we all went to school together at St. Mary's College. And Kembo said to me, Dr. Louisi, that is, well, Midget, I taking no chances with you. I said, you're going to do a complete blood work. It's going to cost you. I said, Doc, that's all right, because it's for my well-being and my health. That said, I went and do the blood work. I asked for a copy of the report, my personal report. So I went through the personal report and I saw some red flags. And I will not tell you what I said. But I saw the red flags. Some of them I was not too sure about it. I Googled it. And I said, boy, Midget, you're in serious shit. That's what I said to myself. So about a week later, the doctor called me and he told me, I have your results and so on. And we sat down. He's going through the results with me. He's telling me his findings and moving forward. And I'm just not paying attention, per se. And he said, boy, Midget, you never take things seriously. I say, but doc, this is what it is. And he explained further. And then I just reached in my pocket. I pull out my results. I say, doc, here's it. I said, I know what I'm dealing with. So I've already set up my mind from a positive way, what to expect and so on. Because as I said, I Googled everything I saw that was red flagged. And so I prepared myself psychologically, emotionally for it. The net of it all, I had to go and do a biopsy because my PSA was enlarged, very enlarged. The biopsy results indicated that I had cancer in the prostate. I said, wow. That's what I said. And then I said, I have to deal with it. And then the Dr. BweelzFit recommended that I receive treatment. I had to go to Martinique to do an imaging scan to see whether the cancer was just confined to the prostate alone or whether it had spread outside. Luckily for us, it was just confined to the prostate. And he took the opportunity to let me have a meeting with the oncologist there, right there. So I did. We went through the works and so on. She saw the report and she said, you have to undergo radiation therapy. I said, radiation therapy? And she explained the whole thing to me, 39 bouts, and I have to come up to Martinique. So I started preparing myself for that. It was a long haul. I know it was going to be costly and that kind of stuff. So we started initially receiving treatment for the prostate cancer. And I said to Dr. BweelzFit, but I have to go and do a colonoscopy. You don't have to go and do the colonoscopy because I'm already diagnosed with cancer. He said, Mr. Pierre, take my foolish advice, go and do it. Went and do the colonoscopy in July, late July, early August. And then we got the results in September. The results showed I also had colon cancer. Well, I didn't have to tell you what I said.
Exactly.
But all of that was the way that I was preparing myself to deal with it.
How has that affected your life, your living, your career?
Strange. It hasn't because I'll tell you when I came out from when I was recuperating from the colon cancer surgery, and I had to go and see the oncologist to find out what the results was, and she said, "You're a blessed child. You don't have to do chemo." I said, "What?"
Okay.
He said, "You don't have to do chemo." I said, "Well, thank you very much, doc." And even before that, life for me was just as normal. So I was doing my natural work. I was doing my work. I was still doing my sports program on the radio, using my my laptop. I'm operating from home. And then it was now time for me to treat the prostate cancer.
It's been a couple of months now. How do you feel now?
I feel good.
You look good, though.
Yeah,
By the
I
way, I
feel
must say you
good.
look good.
I feel good. If I don't tell people what I went through, they will not know because I don't let it bother me. First of all, I still go through my normal routine. I know what I'm supposed to do, what I'm not supposed to do, what I'm supposed to do, what I'm supposed to eat, what I'm supposed to drink.
Say to men, you said initially that you wanted to be an awareness for men to take their health more seriously.
Yes, gone with the myth for you to be tested for enlargement of the prostate or for any aspect relating to the prostate that the doctor had to stick his finger up your rear. Now, with the onset of a PSA blood test, which is only $60, that can be rectified and solved very, very, very quickly. Um, in in addition, we us men are very, very skeptical of going to the doctors. It's when we cannot take it anymore that we decide to go to the doctor. And it's no longer when you reach 50, 60. There are a lot of young persons, 30, 40, who have been diagnosed with prostate cancer. So go out there, get the test done, and the quicker that you are able to detect it, the better for you. Case in point, my colon cancer was detected very early. It was not that rigorous and aggressive, and hence I did not have to do chemo. What if I just procrastinate on that and then go and do the colonoscopy? Lord knows where I'll be now. So I want to send out that message to people out there, both male and female, that take your health seriously and don't wait for any niggle before you want to see the doctor. Go and do the regular checkups and so on.
And incidentally, it's two men in sports. So we had Midget, and now we have Al. I need to tell you all nothing about Al. You all know Al. Here's Al. Well, this gentleman might be known to you guys because, of course, he's not no stranger, especially within the sporting fraternity here in St. Lucia. And a lot of the times we go through life, and I get it because as an outsider coming in, you see people, oh, that man used to be the best footballer. That man used to be a real good cricketer. And you're just seeing people. You know what I'm saying? No, you're just seeing people. And it's like, you see, no, man, there should be a better working program, to help to document, help to make sure that, these are stalwarts within yes, and they know now that's nobody, the respect is there, when people like you go to the places like the bank courtesies and things should be extended. That's how I feel, but that is me. But Al Prince here is a man, his journey is one of triumph. He's one, this man here is a resilient person on every aspect of it. So you've been in the cricket, you continue to be, you're still in the world of cricket. But on a personal level, there's some things that people may not even understand that you're dealing with. Yeah. And they just see you smiling every day, you're in your world.
My other name is Smiley, so I like to smile.
Well, we understand why now.
I smile through situations, so nothing can bring me down.
Let's talk about some of those situations. Some of the things that people who know you may not understand that you're dealing with. You've had a surgery,
Yeah, I had a surgery a couple of years back. I think it's around 7 to 8 years back. I think that's when SPL just started. It was in October. I don't remember the year exactly. Yeah. But I had a surgery. Then after a couple of years, they say I went to work too early on it and pushing the roller again because I just love to see a nice cricket pitch. I believe the players have to get the best thing to work on. So you know what the old people used to say, my force or my force myself. And after that, then my grandfather passed away. We was really close. I know he was the one that raised me. And after he passed away, I got high blood pressure. And from then until of day like today, it's still affecting my life. There are certain things I want to do at times I cannot do, but that doesn't bring me down. That doesn't bring me down. Being got a couple of seizures. I can remember in Cedar Heights, my neighbor and who got me in the balcony. I had urine all over me, stool all over me, took me to the hospital, and they tried to do everything here for me to find out what causing the pressure. Even at the hospital, I got a seizure, and then doctors understand. And I can say, a doctor, what's her name? I'm trying to remember her name. Yeah, but then she referred me to Barbados. Then I flew to Barbados. I went and see the doctor. They put me in a whole machine. I don't know this what they mentioned the type of MRI it is, but I don't really remember it off because I don't want to think of sickness. That's something I don't even want to talk about. And then they find out I had meningitis, but they said I have to come back for a couple of years to check if it's gone because they give medication. I have not gone back to check honestly, but that doesn't bring me down.
No, no, let me ask you, what was your quality of life? What was life like before? What was your approach to life before all of this started to happen?
My life before and now it's still the same. Nothing haven't changed.
So no adjustment in terms of, well, health-wise, like, have you always been a healthy person? So is there anything that that could have contributed to?
Well, there's something that say rebuke. So I rebuke everything.
Spiritually, taking that spiritual
yes,
approach.
so I'm taking spiritual. I'm living one day at a time, and the most importantly, why I think I'm still alive today and living my life like others may not even living a life, maybe they're more wealthy with me financially than me, but that doesn't mean me down. I always learn something to myself. I doesn't stress myself over the things I have no control over, and the things I have control over, I doesn't stress on that. So I'm living day as it come. If I get bread today, I eat bread today. At the end of the day, inside of the bed is very dark. You don't see what's inside. Sometimes it have nothing inside, but it's just the happiness. There's certain things you must not see people, must not show people your downfall. They use that against you, especially in St. Lucia. There's a lot of closed door people that say they this, they that, trying to help you just to use that against you. But there's nothing, no sickness. The only thing that can bring me down right now there is death, and it's my own death.
Well, how do you approach? We're heading into Father's Day. How do you think men in general approach health and their approach to health? Now we get a little thing from here. See, maybe that maybe we can get to hear like women are always more forefront. They run to the doctor quicker. They'll do things. They'll put more effort into the health. A man, more like you say, well, whatever. I good. Do you think that's the right approach, though?
No, it's not good because some men are. Though men, there's some men that are acting bold out there. When it comes to the sickness from a certain part of their body, they're very shy. I can remember before I did the surgery, I wanted to see the doctors. I tell them, please don't put no catheter for me.
I understand.
Yeah, I tell them don't put no. When I wake up, I see I have a catheter. I say, shit, the doctor see that and think so. And again, I had to go a couple of tests where they had to part of my private part. I had a little thing growing. Then they had to plane it. I said, all right, doctor, you do what you have to do. But I'm encouraging all men out there. When you see when it comes to your health, there's no shy, no. Just be open. Just be open. And a lot of us passing away because we played ego to our sickness.
Absolutely.
We hide it. We don't want to talk about it. We don't want to see doctor about it. That's men, and that's really bad. It's not good for the health. It's not good for the health at all.
I think that's a good note and a good message to live on. Al Prince, we there with you, if you anything you need, let we know, And I promise that you need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's again. Never look on someone the way they live in their life. You never know what that person have been through, what that person is still go through. Sometimes that person have the most fun, the most expensive car, but sometimes that person doesn't even eat properly because they have a big mortgage just to have that car. Don't be jealous of people. And remember, I will leave that with you all today. Never stress yourself over the things you have control over, and the things you don't have control over, don't stress on that. And St. Lucia on the 23rd of May, come and support me in the South Calypso tent. Everything is calm.
We could be following this. This sounds interesting. And if you know us well, we're following the scouting.
Yes.
Absolutely.
You all should. St. Lucia is a good thing. I'm a proud Lucian, and I'm standing for all the men in St. Lucia.
Absolutely.
Let us be open. And again, if you're going to reach out to somebody, but keep your mouth.
Yeah.
Yes, many of us help and talk.
Yeah. I think that's a big problem. So that's some good pointers right there. Al, Mr. Prince, all the best.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful.
Hey, St. Lucia, what's up? It's your friendly neighborhood BweelzFit with not just a regular workout. However, I just come to, how you can say it, run my mouth. Run my mouth in what aspect? About you, about me, about our living, about our lifestyle. You know what days and times we're living in, and everybody's all over the place and eating what we want. Again, there are really so many diseases out there. Look at a new disease come out. Can't remember the name of it. But again, it all boils down to us, how we protect ourselves. Again, the government don't have to come on the TV and tell us, wash your hands, wash your face, all these things. That's the fundamental of us living. We're supposed to do these things on a daily basis. Our eating habits, we're supposed to know how to eat properly, sleep, rest. A lot of negative things we are doing is our sleeping aspect of our lives. We're going to bed late, getting up early, getting up and the sun is already out. This is affecting us. I don't even know the word to use, how bad this is. There's a specific time we're supposed to go to bed, and also a specific time we're supposed to wake up, and that our eyes have to be in contact with the light. You understand? So we're getting sick. We're getting ourselves sick, and we don't even know that. We're going to bed at a certain time, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, drinking energy drinks, drinking coffee, altering our sleep pattern and methods. And all these things will create stress for us. All these things will give us cancer, depression, all these sickness, apart from the regular sickness we getting from touching places or people sneezing on us, we adding our own mental sickness to ourselves. And how can we cure our mental sickness? By our own mental focus. Taking time to breathe, relax. Take a time and smell the flowers. You understand? Take a drive down south and listen to yourself. Listen to your body. Think, what if? What if? Should I? Should I not? You understand? We're too busy in social media and letting AIs think for us. The good book said to study to show yourself approved. How many times have we taken our own book to read about something weird and to read for ourselves? You understand? We have to be knowledgeable of everything that's transpiring around us. We also have to be knowledgeable about the foods that we put in our system. What can make us, what can break us. Again, there are a lot of diets and all these things going on, taking our money. Here, I don't even sell diet plans anymore, because what may work for me may not work for you or for somebody else. I cannot tell you to do a keto plan. I cannot tell you to go on fast, because I tell you go on fast and you have stomach ulcers and you get sick because you're fasting for the wrong reasons. It's not going to work. To every action, there is a consequence. We have to know what we're about. We have only one body and we have to take care of it. Be more conscious of what we're taking in, what we're putting into our body, what we're consuming. Also, be careful what we spew out from our mouths with our tongue. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. You understand? We have no idea how powerful our tongue is. Even in a jovial manner, it can be dangerous. You understand? People, we are living perilous times, dangerous times. So, one way you can protect yourself is protecting your mindset. Make better decisions with your life, with your diet, with the people around you. It's all about you and the way you think. Again, everybody can speak to you, give you advice, but it's for you to accept it. Imagine, remember, you're going for a breakup and all your friends telling you, oh, this and that, you get all kind of advice. At the end of the day, we may not take the advice. It's us on our own for us to remain focused and take the initiative, take the step and say, it is done, it is finished. You understand? We are the protectors of ourselves. I don't know who or what you all believe in, but I know who or what I believe in, and I know what works for me. So you have to find out what works for you and put it all together for us to try to live a decent life. We are not there forever. You understand? We are not there forever. But you want the information, the wisdom and knowledge you have to pass on. Because wisdom is not for yourself. It is for it to be passed on. So the little knowledge that I have, I'm trying to pass it on. You are not being forced. Everybody have a choice. And as long as we are alive, it is a learning experience. We have a choice. You understand? Let's make the best of it and live a clean, fit, and focused lifestyle. Despite all that, if you come to the gym, whether it's BweelzFit lifestyle or Sufra's Gym, or 24 Hours, or Grease Energy, or McMarage Gym, or Goofy's Gym, whichever gym you decide to go to. Let's just make it a fit and focused lifestyle. However, at BweelzFit Lifestyle, we get fit and rip even while trying. Take care.
All right, guys. Well, let me tell you something. I'm surrounded by mangoes. I'm surrounded by coconuts, well, jellies, coconuts. One of them, they had one. What do you call it? Whatever you all call it. It's the D cocoa or whatever it is. Anyways, you know what? It just reminds us, we are blessed within the tropics. You understand? There could never be a day of hunger in this place. Mango is in season. There's absolutely no reason to be. Speaking of that, Julie Mango is my favorite. So if you have Julie Mango, if you know somebody that have Julie Mango, you know somebody, neighbor of yours that had Julie Mango, take care of your girl. Because that's my only mango. That's all I eat. And if you say you love me, Julie Mango. Enjoy your day, guys. Let's do this again tomorrow. We'll be back. Another exciting day tomorrow. And we look forward to waking you up on the DBS This Morning show. Have a great one.